What would you do if you inherited $3.5 million just before your 18th birthday? Travel the world, buy a mansion, start a business? What if I told you I did all that and still ended up broke, alone, and forgotten? This is the story of how I inherited a fortune and lost my soul in the process. And maybe, just maybe, it'll save you from doing the same. I was 17 years, 11 months, and 14 days old when my uncle's lawyer showed up at my mother's small, fading White House with news that would change my life. My great-uncle Harold, whom I barely remembered except for the smell of cigars and the occasional Christmas card, had died. He left me everything: stocks, bonds, a large estate in Connecticut, and various cash reserves. The estate was worth a total of $3.5 million. I had never seen $1 million, let alone 3.5. My mother cried tears of both joy and fear. I, however, was euphoric. My birthday was in 2 weeks, and by the time I turned 18, I was a millionaire. I moved out within a month, bought a penthouse suite in downtown Los Angeles for $1.2 million. It was everything I imagined: glass walls, marble floors, city lights. I customized the place with a jacuzzi on the balcony and a media room with the largest TV Best Buy had ever sold. I threw parties. Not your regular birthday parties, but champagne fountain, celebrity invited, rooftop DJ kind of parties. I flew my high school friends to Las Vegas on private jets. I gave my ex-girlfriend a Tesla just to watch her expression. Financial advisors reached out, of course. I ignored them. Why would I need advice? I had money, more than enough. I had read somewhere that if you invest well, $3.5 million could last you a lifetime. But I was 18. Retirement wasn't on my mind. I thought, I'll start investing later. Let me enjoy life now. Somewhere between year 1 and 3, I convinced myself that I was an entrepreneur. I poured over $500,000 into a clothing line that never took off, paid influencers who took the money and ghosted, and built a gaming lounge for a market that didn't exist. Every time it failed, I convinced myself I was learning. People stopped answering my calls. Old friends who once worshipped me for my generosity slowly disappeared when the invitations and gifts dried up. Still, I had around $1.2 million left. I thought, I can turn this around. I tried crypto, lost $300,000 in 2 months. Then I discovered online gambling, at first as fun, then as a desperate attempt to make it back. I remember one night, sitting in my now leased condo, watching my laptop as I bet $50,000 in one go. I lost. I began selling the watches I bought, the Rolex, the Patek Philippe. My Tesla was repossessed. The penthouse was long gone, sold to cover debts and taxes I ignored for years. By now I was 23. By 24, I moved back into my mother's house, the same one I left with so much pride. She didn't say much, just looked at me with tired eyes. I tried to get a job. No degree, no skills, no resume. Ended up working at a gas station. People I once paid to dance at my parties now barely looked at me. And me? I didn't recognize myself either. Years passed. I lived quietly. No more parties, no more headlines. I tried therapy when I could afford it. I wrote a book no one bought. I shared my story on YouTube, hoping someone would listen. I posted my story online, hoping someone would care. I lived quietly, forgotten. At 36, I had a stroke. At 54, I passed away in a care home. My funeral? Just my mother and a nurse. No legacy, no applause. Just silence. If you're watching this, you still have a chance. Don't waste your blessings. Don't trade wisdom for pleasure. Don't be me. You can live off $3.5 million if you don't try to prove you're rich. Discipline is the real luxury. Like, share, subscribe, because someone you love might need to hear this.